swimmers, snorkeling, those kind of goggles. So we're gonna put them on. They have these little cameras right in the corners here. So we're gonna be able to record your eye movement while we do this test, and you're gonna see different visual stimuli on the board. And then based on how your eye is able to track certain movements, we can see what parts of your brain are working really well and what parts might be kind of weak or slacking behind the others.
Okay.
So, ideally, let's get this. We're going to put these on. Ideally, I'm going to want them right around here. You can adjust that however is most comfortable for you there. And then I'm going to tighten this here. So the goggles are a little bit heavy, so I'm going to have this on tightly, enough so that you're not going to get a headache, but tightly enough that they're not going to fall. So do you feel like that's okay for you right now?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine? Okay. So you can go ahead and let go of the goggles. For some people, but those are your eyes right there. So this is what our cameras are recording the whole time. So we're going to be able to see how your pupils, which is primarily what we're looking at, we're going to be able to see how those track movements. Okay?
Okay.
So this test is going to be done with the light off. Before we do that, I'm going to put this cover over your eyes. So this cover is going to be like you just woke up in the middle of the night and you can't see anything yet, but you still open your eyes.
Okay.
So it's going to be totally dark. Going into a little dark place here. And then just keep those eyes open and looking straight ahead for me, okay?
Okay.
And just keep looking straight ahead until I tell you to stop. Keep looking straight ahead. Almost there. Good. Alright. For this next test, all of the directions I'm going to give you are to be done with just your eyes. So your head is going to stay straight, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, using just your eyes, I want you to look all the way up to the ceiling. Now all the way down to the floor. Up to the ceiling, down to the floor. Up to the ceiling, down to the floor. Now look all the way to your right. Look up to your right, and down to your right, up to your right, down to your right, up to your right, down to your right. And I don't know if you notice if you're doing this, but see if you can look up and then down to your right without going back to the middle. So look up to your right and down to your right. Up to your right, down to your right. Good. Alright, we'll look all the way to the left. And same thing, keep your eyes on that left side. Look up to the left, down to the left, up to the left, down to the left, up to the left, down to the left, and back to the center here. So the screen's going to get real bright for a second here when we switch to the next test, because now there's going to be multiple circles on it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So when you open your eyes, you're going to see a screen full of like kiwi-looking circles. So we call this an OPK strip, or an optokinetic strip. And those circles are going to be moving horizontally across the screen. So there's no specific instruction for this one other than to just let your eyes look at the screen, because they're going to have a natural reaction and we want to see if you've got that going on. So just let your eyes look at the screen and they're going to do what they want to do, okay?
Okay.
And it's a short part of the test, so it looks more overwhelming than it is. Alright.
So eyes point to different parts of the brain. So for example, if I look in the top right, the part of the brain that is responsible for that part, if there's some issues when I'm looking at top right, let's say, then we can explore that part of the brain for the dysfunctionality I'm having in other sections. So it kind of is a quick test to just see how the eyes are functioning, to be able to shortcut the therapy process without having to really check out all parts of the brain for the dysfunction, and just quickly be able to start by exploring the parts where there's already some dysfunction happening, pointed towards by the eye movement. So that's what was established here today. And once I again get some more of the results back, I'll make some videos about exactly what the doctor said regarding different parts of this test.